Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, what we have here is a Yugoslavian mess kit. And this one is not only brand new, it came with a little instruction manual and all the other stuff, which you usually don't get with surplus stuff. So I looked on Google Translate, and since this is a Yugoslavian mess kit, Yugoslavia doesn't exist anymore. So if you try to look up Yugoslavian language in Google Translate, you won't find it. But one of the countries that Yugoslavia broke up into was Serbia. So I'm using Serbian basically to translate this. And it says, instructions for handling and maintenance of cutlery. All right. And then the next page, I won't read all of it, I'll just tell you some of the important part. But up here, it's saying, this kit is intended for receiving and consuming resting ready meals and a watering can to carry water and refreshments in the field. So right away they tell you it's not really designed to be cooking. It's really more designed to be receiving stuff. And it tells you the capacity of each one. This is decaliters, I guess, or probably 80 milliliters. I don't know. I'm not into the metric thing. 6 decaliters, right? And then it goes over here. Here's your thing. When it up here, this translates as to the following children's parts, which probably means plastic. And then over here it tells you about the knife, and then it's made out of 4771 steel, and then this it's using 4570 on those other two. And then this is impregnated canvas. All right. You can translate that if you want, but it's basically just telling you how to set that up to go through a chow line, and you put tea or condiments in the little middle one in there. And then on the very last back here, it's telling you that you should wash it in 80 degrees to 90 degrees centigrade water. And if you can't wash it, you should take the canteen out and put it in the bag, and then take the dirty pot and everything and put it in your backpack, which this says purse. This translates as purse, backpack or purse. And then it says here basically, only cook in the metal thing, only heat up in the metal thing. That's it. So what you get is this light canvas bag, which can be used as a meal bag. Some people, just carry a separate little meal bag. Now, the other thing I noticed on here is this little snap right here will tend to want to grab this lip right here. These things used to be cheap as chips. It has a little, let me put this guy aside and we'll look at this bag a little bit. Here's the marking on it. I can't really make much out of it, but that's the stamping in Polish. This is there's just a couple little loops for the silverware. There's nothing else, in there. Just a little snap. And on the back, you've got a couple little belt loops that you can put it on. So, and then our silverware set. It's a pretty ingenious little thing. It just pulls out. These are like hollow grind. They're U-shaped, and on the back, I'm going to look up what that cord is, but this, I know this means stainless. And then J and A was the Yugoslavian army thing. But your knife here is hollow. And to receive the nesting parts, you've got a can opener right here, and then you've got a cap lifter built in here This is not sharp. Well, slightly sharp. And over here, these serrations. Basically, I'm going to have to work on this. Especially the tip, if I want it sharp. I don't mind having the rest of it dull, you know, like a butter knife. But then when you're finished doing your thing, you just slide it back together like that. And it nests real well. That's pretty cool. Little cutlery set. It's stainless steel too, so it's got some weight to it. Now, these things used to be cheap as chips, as they used to say. And I recently saw an all-metal one. This is the only disadvantage to this kit that I could see is this is the only metal part. And you don't get a lid with it. You're going to have to make your own lid. Let me switch to wide angle. Yeah, you don't get a lid with it. So a lot of people make their own lids. Or when they were really cheap, somebody would get another one, you know, like 2 kits, and take the other one, this other pot, and cut it off and just basically make this, you know, with the other pot lid. But I haven't cleaned this one out. Somebody put the damn sticker in there saying how much it was. Like, alright. You don't have any markings other than right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Come on, zoom in. Oh, it won't zoom in because we're in wide angle. Well, when I get back into normal unwide angle. But yeah, pretty decent little size pot here. You don't want to do this, you know, like trying to put that on there acting like a lid at a fire, because I have seen these things will melt. I've seen pictures of them melt. And this is a tiny little cup, but I guess it would work for tea or a shot of whiskey. And then this stuff is made out of thermoplastic. And again, it's telling you don't stick this thing in water. I mean in fire. I've heard that these will leak. I haven't checked this yet, but there's no, you know, sometimes people would clean these up and scrape these up and not get a good seal, and eventually these will leak. But you can go into a plumbing store and get a ball valve, basically. It's just a round rubber thing, fits right in there. And I'll be looking for one of those eventually, because I'm probably going to use this. It's a nice little compact little kit. Let me go back to the other lens so we can zoom in on the only date I could find on it. So there we've got it. 1975, which happens to be the year that I graduated high school and joined the military. And I think that's a AR on there. Let me pause and look at that. Yeah, but these things used to be pretty cheap. And then people found out how good they were and started buying them. And now it's rare to find one that's, you know, in brand new condition. And the used condition ones, people have usually used them a lot. But it's basically aluminum with an enamel coating on the outside. And that thing says if you can't clean it, don't use abrasives on it, like sand and stuff like this, because you're going to scratch it up. So it just said basically, if you can't clean it up, take your canteen away, put it in the bag, and put your dirty, stinky, smelly pot in your backpack and clean it when you get, you know, back to wherever you get. Because otherwise you'd be sticking it in here. You'd be sticking your dirt, you know, your canteen and all your leftover burrito or whatever the hell you're eating. Badger. I don't know what they eat out there. Supposedly it was just like meals prepared and everything. So there you go. I'll probably make a little lid for this guy, so I can have a lid to, because really having a lid on these helps reduce your boiling time, and it keeps bugs out of your food and your drink. So I'll probably do that. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.